What if death isn't the end, but a return home? What if some people walking among us right now remember serving in hell's hierarchy before their human birth, carrying detailed knowledge of supernatural torture methods and demonic society that they claim as personal work experience? These aren't near-death visions or religious fantasies. These are comprehensive memories of prolonged existence managing hell's operations, complete with organizational charts, job responsibilities, and first-hand experience of eternal punishment systems that medical professionals cannot explain through conventional psychology. The 5 individuals you're about to meet possess knowledge of hell's infrastructure that exceeds any earthly religious education. They remember Earth as foreign territory and hell as their true home, where they'll return when this temporary human sentence ends. If you love what we do here, please remember to hit the like button and subscribe. It helps us summon more stories from the shadows every single night. Number 5. The Romanian Engineer. Dr. Vasile Antonescu worked as a civil engineer in Bucharest until his detailed memories of hell's infrastructure began interfering with his professional responsibilities and forcing him to seek psychiatric evaluation that would ultimately document one of Europe's most disturbing cases of pre-birth infernal recollection. Antonescu's hell memories began surfacing during childhood as recurring nightmares about massive stone construction projects overseen by demonic entities with architectural knowledge exceeding human engineering capabilities. These dreams contained specific technical details about foundation work in superheated environments and structural engineering principles designed for eternal durability under supernatural stress conditions. As Antonescu matured professionally, his engineering education revealed that his childhood nightmares contained accurate technical information about advanced construction methods he had never studied. The structural designs from his hell memories incorporated mathematical principles and material science knowledge that exceeded current human engineering, while serving purposes related to supernatural torture rather than normal construction objectives. Psychiatric evaluation by Dr. Elena Popescu documented memories spanning centuries of existence in hell's construction workforce, where Antonescu claimed to have supervised building projects designed to house increasing numbers of damned souls requiring specialized torture facilities. His memories included detailed architectural plans for infrastructure that expanded hell's capacity while maximizing suffering efficiency. Antonescu described hell's geography as vast underground city with construction zones spanning thousands of kilometers, each designed for specific types of eternal punishment. His engineering responsibilities had focused on structural projects that could withstand supernatural forces while providing optimal acoustic properties for amplifying screams across dimensional boundaries. The demonic entities supervising hell's construction possessed engineering knowledge that exceeded human technological development by millennia, using supernatural physics to create structures that violated natural law while serving torture purposes that required mathematically precise suffering calculations. Antonescu's memories included working with materials that maintained integrity under conditions impossible in earthly environments. His pre-birth memories revealed hell's organizational hierarchy, functioning like massive industrial corporation with specialized departments managing different aspects of eternal punishment. Engineering divisions designed torture facilities while other departments handled soul processing, demonic personnel management, and supernatural resource allocation according to efficiency models that maximized spiritual destruction. During regression therapy sessions conducted by Dr. Popescu, Antonescu provided detailed technical specifications for hell's infrastructure, including ventilation systems that circulated supernatural heat, drainage networks that recycled liquid fire, and acoustic engineering that amplified psychological torture across vast distances. His technical knowledge exceeded earthly engineering while maintaining internal consistency that suggested genuine memory rather than fabricated fantasy. Medical examination revealed that Antonescu's brain showed unusual neural pathway development in regions associated with spatial memory and mathematical processing. His neurological structure differed from normal human patterns in ways that enhanced his ability to visualize complex three-dimensional relationships and perform engineering calculations exceeding typical human capability. Antonescu's case attracted international attention from researchers studying consciousness and memory formation beyond current scientific understanding. His detailed knowledge of advanced engineering principles combined with memories of supernatural construction projects created evidence suggesting human consciousness retained information from pre-birth existence, in dimensions operating according to different physical laws. Contemporary investigation continues documenting Antonescu's memories as they provide information about Hell's ongoing expansion projects and structural modifications designed to accommodate increasing human population requiring eternal punishment. His engineering knowledge suggests Hell's infrastructure develops according to planned obsolescence, requiring constant renovation and capacity expansion. Number 4. The Texas Baptist Preacher. Reverend Samuel Morrison served Baptist congregations throughout East Texas for over 30 years, until his detailed memories of serving in Hell's demonic hierarchy began disrupting his ministry and forcing church leadership to question whether his theological insights came from divine revelation or first-hand experience with supernatural evil. Morrison's Hell memories surfaced gradually during seminary training as he demonstrated encyclopedic knowledge of demonology, infernal hierarchy, and supernatural torture methods that exceeded any theological education provided through Baptist institutions. His understanding of Hell's organizational structure included personal familiarity with high-ranking demons and their specialized roles in managing eternal punishment. Seminary professors noted Morrison's unusual approach to theological questions about hell and damnation, providing answers with specificity that suggested personal experience rather than academic study. His descriptions of Hell's geography, climate conditions, and social structure contained details not found in religious texts while maintaining theological consistency that impressed church scholars. Morrison's pre-birth memories included serving as middle management demon, responsible for coordinating torture schedules and punishment assignments for newly arrived souls. His administrative responsibilities had involved psychological evaluation of damned humans to determine optimal torture methods based on individual fears and spiritual vulnerabilities. During his demonic career, Morrison claimed to have specialized in corrupting religious leaders through supernatural temptation, designed to compromise their spiritual authority and increase numbers of souls qualifying for eternal damnation. His knowledge of clerical psychology and religious institutional weaknesses exceeded normal human understanding while serving Hell's recruitment objectives. Psychiatric evaluation by Dr. James Whitfield revealed that Morrison possessed detailed knowledge of multiple religious traditions, doctrinal weaknesses, and historical failures that could be exploited for spiritual corruption. His understanding of comparative theology exceeded seminary education, while focusing specifically on information useful for undermining religious faith. Morrison's memories included attending strategy meetings where high-ranking demons planned coordinated attacks against specific religious communities and individual spiritual leaders. These supernatural conferences involved intelligence briefings about human civilization's spiritual vulnerabilities and tactical planning for maximizing soul acquisition rates. The Reverend described Hell's personnel structure operating like military organization, with promotion opportunities based on successful soul corruption achievements and management efficiency in administering torture programs. His career advancement had depended on meeting quotas for spiritual destruction, while maintaining professional competency in supernatural intimidation techniques. Medical examination documented neurological abnormalities in Morrison's brain structure that enhanced his ability to manipulate human psychology and detect spiritual weaknesses in religious believers. His neurological patterns differed from normal human development in ways that suggested supernatural influence on consciousness formation. Morrison's church leadership struggled with theological implications of his hell memories, as his preaching demonstrated insider knowledge of demonic tactics that improved congregations' spiritual defenses, while raising questions about his supernatural origins and ultimate loyalties. His ministry effectiveness exceeded normal pastoral capabilities while maintaining doctrinal orthodoxy. Contemporary investigation reveals that Morrison continues receiving updated intelligence about Hell's current operations through memory downloads that occur during sleep cycles. His ongoing connection to infernal hierarchy provides real-time information about supernatural threats against Christian communities, while serving unknown purposes that benefit either divine or demonic objectives. Number 3. The Japanese Businessman. Tokyo executive Hiroshi Yamamoto maintained successful career in international finance until his memories of managing Hell's economic systems began interfering with his professional responsibilities and revealing supernatural knowledge of global financial manipulation that challenged conventional understanding of economic theory and market dynamics. Yamamoto's Hell memories centered around his previous existence as demon responsible for coordinating supernatural influence over human financial markets and economic policies designed to increase human suffering through poverty, inequality, and economic instability that served Hell's objectives for spiritual corruption through material desperation. His pre-birth administrative role had involved managing portfolios of human civilizations, analyzing their economic vulnerabilities, and implementing supernatural interventions that created financial collapse, monetary inflation, and market manipulations that destroyed middle-class stability while concentrating wealth among individuals most susceptible to spiritual corruption through material excess. Psychiatric evaluation by Dr. Kenji Tanaka documented Yamamoto's encyclopedic knowledge of global economic history, including detailed information about supernatural interventions in financial markets that weren't recorded in official historical documentation. His understanding of economic patterns revealed hidden demonic influence spanning centuries of coordinated financial warfare. Yamamoto described Hell's economic department operating vast supernatural banking system that managed transactions between different dimensional realities while providing financing for demonic operations throughout multiple universes. His responsibilities had included currency exchange calculations for trading souls between different infernal jurisdictions. The demon banking system processed payments for various supernatural services, including possession contracts, haunting agreements, and spiritual corruption services provided by freelance demonic entities working throughout human civilization. Yamamoto's memories included managing accounts receivable for soul acquisition payments and operational expenses for maintaining Hell's infrastructure. During regression therapy sessions, Yamamoto provided detailed organizational charts for Hell's economic hierarchy, including specialized departments managing different aspects of supernatural commerce, such as temptation services, natural disaster contracts, and psychological warfare consulting provided to human governments seeking population control through induced suffering. Medical examination revealed unusual brain development in regions associated with mathematical processing and pattern recognition that enhanced Yamamoto's ability to predict market fluctuations and identify economic vulnerabilities exceeding normal financial analysis capabilities. His neurological structure suggested supernatural enhancement of human mathematical intelligence. Yamamoto's memories revealed ongoing demonic involvement in global economic policies through supernatural influence over financial leaders and market analysts, whose decision-making processes were manipulated to serve Hell's objectives for increasing human suffering through economic instability and social inequality. Contemporary investigation documents Yamamoto's continued access to Hell's economic intelligence through supernatural data feeds that provide real-time information about planned financial market manipulations and economic policies designed to increase global poverty and social instability, serving demonic objectives for spiritual corruption. Number 2. The German art historian. Professor Anna Richter taught medieval art history at University of Munich until her detailed memories of designing Hell's psychological torture chambers began providing academic insights into historical artistic representations of infernal punishment that revealed supernatural influence in human creative expression spanning centuries. Richter's Hell memories focused on her pre-birth career as demon specializing in psychological torture design, creating environmental modifications that maximize spiritual suffering through sensory manipulation and aesthetic horror that exceeded human artistic imagination while serving Hell's efficiency requirements for emotional destruction. Her artistic responsibilities had included collaborating with human artists throughout history, providing supernatural inspiration for religious paintings and architectural designs that accurately depicted Hell's geography, while serving as recruitment propaganda designed to attract spiritually vulnerable individuals to damnation through morbid fascination with infernal aesthetics. Psychiatric evaluation by Dr. Wolfgang Miller documented Richter's knowledge of artistic techniques and historical information about medieval artists that exceeded academic scholarship, while focusing specifically on supernatural influences in religious art that weren't acknowledged in conventional art historical documentation. Richter described Hell's artistic department maintaining extensive collaboration with human creative communities, providing inspiration for literary works, musical compositions, and visual art that subtly promoted spiritual corruption through aesthetic glorification of violence, despair, and supernatural evil disguised as legitimate artistic expression. The psychological torture facilities Richter designed incorporated artistic principles that created maximum emotional impact through color combinations, spatial relationships, and sensory environments that induced specific psychological responses designed to accelerate spiritual breakdown and increase susceptibility to demonic manipulation. During regression therapy, Richter provided detailed descriptions of Hell's aesthetic laboratories, where demon artists conducted research into human psychological vulnerabilities through experimental torture methods that tested effectiveness of different sensory combinations for inducing spiritual despair and religious apostasy. Medical examination revealed enhanced neurological development in brain regions associated with visual processing and artistic creativity that allowed Richter to perceive aesthetic relationships and artistic meaning beyond normal human sensibility while maintaining academic credibility in conventional art historical scholarship. Richter's memories included attending supernatural conferences where demonic artists shared research findings about human aesthetic responses and collaborative strategies for influencing earthly artistic movements toward content that promoted spiritual corruption through subtle integration of infernal themes in mainstream cultural expression. Contemporary investigation reveals that Richter continues receiving artistic inspiration from Hell's creative departments through supernatural download sessions that provide knowledge about ongoing demonic influence in contemporary art movements and cultural trends designed to promote spiritual degradation through aesthetic normalization of supernatural evil. Number 1. The American child psychologist. Dr. Rebecca Thompson specialized in treating childhood trauma until her memories of serving as Hell's child. Psychological warfare specialists began revealing supernatural insights into demonic tactics for corrupting young souls that challenged everything she thought she knew about protecting children from spiritual predation. Thompson's Hell memories centered on her pre-birth existence as demon responsible for designing psychological torture methods, specifically targeting children, creating trauma programs that destroyed spiritual innocence, while establishing lifelong susceptibility to demonic influence through carefully calculated childhood experiences that appeared randomly tragic to human observers. Her specialized knowledge included comprehensive understanding of child psychological development and spiritual vulnerability patterns that allowed precise targeting of critical developmental phases when supernatural corruption could be implemented most effectively through seemingly natural traumatic events that served Hell's recruitment objectives. Psychiatric evaluation by Dr. Michael Roberts documented Thompson's encyclopedic knowledge of childhood trauma psychology that exceeded professional education while focusing specifically on information useful for identifying and exploiting spiritual vulnerabilities in children that weren't acknowledged in conventional child psychology literature. Thompson described Hell's Child Services Department operating vast surveillance network monitoring human children throughout their developmental phases, identifying individuals with greatest potential for spiritual corruption, and implementing coordinated trauma programs designed to destroy their faith in divine protection while increasing attraction to supernatural rebellion. The demonic child targeting system processed detailed psychological profiles for millions of human children, analyzing their family situations, cultural backgrounds, and individual personality characteristics to determine optimal corruption strategies that appeared as random misfortune while serving systematic spiritual destruction objectives. During regression therapy sessions, Thompson provided disturbing insights into Hell's operational methods for coordinating child abuse through supernatural manipulation of human perpetrators who served as unwitting agents for demonic assault against childhood innocence that established spiritual damage lasting throughout victims' entire earthly lives. Medical examination revealed neurological abnormalities in brain regions associated with empathy and protective instincts that enabled Thompson to understand child psychology from predatory perspective while maintaining professional competency in conventional therapeutic methods that helped children recover from supernatural assault. Thompson's memories included training programs where demon specialists learned advanced psychological warfare techniques for corrupting children through supernatural influence over educational systems, entertainment media, and social institutions that shaped childhood development according to hell's specifications for spiritual destruction. Her current therapeutic practice demonstrates supernatural effectiveness in helping children recover from trauma that suggests ongoing connection to infernal intelligence networks. Providing real-time information about demonic activities, targeting childhood development while serving protective purposes that benefit either divine intervention or sophisticated demonic deception programs. Contemporary investigation documents Thompson's continued access to Hell's Child, targeting databases through supernatural intelligence feeds that reveal ongoing demonic operations against human children, while providing therapeutic insights that exceed normal psychological understanding of childhood trauma and spiritual recovery. These 5 individuals walk among us carrying operational knowledge of Hell's corporate structure. They remember Earth as a temporary assignment and death as going home. Their detailed memories of managing supernatural torture systems challenge everything we think we know about human consciousness and spiritual origins. If they're telling the truth, then some people aren't trying to avoid hell. They're counting down the days until they can return to work. And they're studying us while they wait. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this dark journey, hit the like button and subscribe. New horror documentaries every night here on TrumbleDreams.